I went snooping around and I said, we're offering this 2-pack. How good of a deal is it? And then I went looking and I saw one and I compared apples to apple. I said, it's 4K, this is 4K. And this has the voice remote. Yep. This one has the Alexa built in. We sell one on our website for $59.99. That's a big deal because you get the 2-pack for the guest bedroom, for the den, for the kitchen, for the master bedroom, and the ability to take any television that you have and make it a smart TV. All you need is the internet and HDMI port, and you are going to love it. Now we're gonna dive into it. You're already there. Easy installation, by the way. You find that HDMI port on the back of your television, and most televisions have them now. You plug it in, there's your very fancy and easy to use remote control. So easy. We're gonna invite you to use our express automated ordering, $10 on any major credit card. If purchased separately, look at that price, $291. This is when, Aaron, I love our buying power at HSN. Yeah. This is when 45 years of being in business and partnering with some of the biggest brands on the planet can allow you to take advantage of big buying power, and the savings go directly to you. As we talk about this, and we talk about streaming, because we hear it all the time. I'm streaming this movie, and I'm watching this movie. So many people are looking for other platforms in order to watch television. Right. Why are these Fire Sticks so exciting, and why more and more people are embracing them?
I think what they do is they bring everything together for us. So like a lot of us have, maybe we have a Netflix subscription, or maybe we have a Prime subscription, or maybe we watch YouTube, or we want to watch one certain movie and we have to find out, where do I have it for free, and how do I get to it, and it does it all for you, and it does it all really inexpensively. So in a nutshell, what this does, if you have an older television, a dumb television, if you will, this makes your dumb TV into a smart TV. If you have a smart television already, this makes your smart TV into a smarter TV. And I will tell you this is how I always, it's the honest to God's truth, how I always start my Fire TV stick presentations. When I meet people at parties, you know how they have all these surveys on like what Americans ask each other is, what do you do for a living? I guess in other countries it's different, but you've heard this before, right? Here in the US, that's just kind of how you meet people. When people find out I sell electronics at HSN, they always say, oh, well, what's a good deal? What's a good deal? What should I buy? What's a good deal? You know that Marlo's over here shaking her head, because when people find out this is what you do for a living, that's what they... And my go-to product, and I don't care if it's one for $59, like we usually have, like you were mentioning, I say, go buy a Fire TV stick. You will shop from our company for it. It is that kind of product that even at double the price, how easy this makes your TV to use is extraordinary. So I'm gonna get right up and I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Okay, so this is your remote, right? You get this super duper simple to use remote. And one of the best things about it is it has Alexa and voice technology built into it. So right now, this is the screen that you get when you plug it into your TV. And again, all you need is an HDMI port in your television and Wi-Fi. You're good to go. You need those two things. When you plug it in, this is your home screen. Maybe Marlo would come over and she would say, Aaron, I want to watch movies with, give me an actor or actress, Marlo.
I love Viola Davis.
Oh yeah, Viola Davis. Okay, ready? Here we go. Viola Davis. So, with the quad-core brain processor inside that little $25 stick, it just went through all the Viola Davis stuff, and we could now watch Deranged. Ooh, we could watch, look, this is a Netflix special. It knows that I have Netflix. You don't have to have any subscriptions, and I'll continue to explain that. But if you do, many of us have maybe a Netflix subscription or Disney Plus or an HBO Max, it'll pull your content from those. So when you say Viola Davis, the first thing it does is it says from your subscriptions, so you're not accidentally renting it somewhere else. So that's smart and saves you money, right? There's a new Netflix special, I guess, with Oprah and Viola. Have you watched that?
I have not. I need to check that out.
That'll be fun to watch, right? How to Get Away with Murder. We all know about that. Oh, Mal Rainey's Black Bottom. So good. So good. That was a play original. I think it was August Wilson. Lila and Eve, The Unforgivable. You get the idea. Now down here, these are all free too. They have ads with them, but these are free as well. And no subscription. So even if you didn't have a subscription to anything, Hidden Figures, that's what really put her on the map for me. I'm sure she was on the map before then, but that's the first big movie I remember. Eat, Pray, Love, Swallows and Amazon. It goes on to recommend some other things. So that's the first example. You have a favorite actor, you have a favorite actress. That's a really easy way. I always think of my grandfather, especially as we go into the winter. I always think of my grandfather as he got older, with the remote control in his hand, flipping to find 15 minutes of a Western. You know, all he wanted was to find a Western.
Yes.
And of course, at that time, we weren't streaming or anything like that. He had probably cable and basic television. But now you could just go, John Wayne. And within a minute, and I really do think of this at this time of year, because I think for grandparents, and I think for anyone who's maybe a little more shut in, maybe can't get out quite as much, as we get into winter and that time of year where there's just more time to watch. Look, we could watch John Wayne and Hondo. We could watch Stagecoach. We could watch The Shootist. We could watch Brannigan. We could go down here. There's Hatari, In Harm's Way from 1965. The Quiet Man. You get the idea, right?
I love it, and you brought up so many wonderful points. So my aunt was in town. She just left today, and she was visiting my mom, and she had a remote control, and the remote control was a little intimidating.
Sure, of course.
And she was trying to find the football game.
Okay.
She's a big Miami Dolphins fan.
Okay, yeah.
And she's calling me. She's got the remote in her hand, and I'm trying to help her navigate to try to find the Dolphins game over the weekend. And I look at this and I thought, oh my gosh, all she had to do was take this remote, because it has a speaker built into it, and go ABC, CBS,
NFL games.
NFL games.
You literally ask for what you want.
So I want you to think about, because that's a game changer, right? We all have seen the remote controls, even me, and I'm pretty tech savvy, and sometimes the remote controls can have like 20 buttons on it, and you're like, okay, I still can't find the channel I'm looking for. That's this and so much more. I want to go over the offer because, as you can see, over 11,000 of you have ordered. This is a great way to take your television and make it a smart TV, and even if it's a smart TV, it'll make it a smarter TV. It's a Black Friday deal. Just, you get 2 boxes, you get 2 of everything. One sells for $59.99 on our website. This is the best value that I've seen us offer. It will be the best value during the holiday season. It's a Black Friday deal. It's $10 on a credit card. You get both sets. You just plug it in. You do need internet. You do need to have a television with an HDMI port in the back. Most of your televisions do. But this is your chance to grab it. I think about your bedroom, your guest bedroom. I think about traveling with this. A lot of you are gonna be traveling, going to visit grandma, grandpa, where they may have a television in the guest bedroom. 9 times out of 10, they may not have cable on it. You know, there's probably not, but now you can take it, and at least if you have a Netflix subscription, as long as you know the login information, guess what? You plug that in, you can take this with you, which I think it's wonderful that you have the ability to do it. Talk to us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so you mentioned Netflix, so I manually went into Netflix, but again, you don't have to manually go into anything. You can just go, open Netflix.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Netflix. I mean,
so most people would be moving the button around, going to the input, trying to figure out where the Netflix is on the television. And you can spend 10 minutes trying to find the Netflix on your television, or you could talk to the remote control and say, find Netflix. I mean, I want you to think about that. Think about how different it's going to be for you to forever navigate your television. No more just scrolling up and down, going through the 200 channels to find whatever it is that whatever movie it is. How often does somebody call you and say, oh my gosh, hurry up and turn the channel such and such and such. So-and-so is on right now in concert. And you are doing everything that you can to find that remote control and to hurry up and get to it. And if you had this, you can say, turn to the view. Or whatever it is that you're watching.
Or literally, they go, have you seen blah, blah, blah? And you go, wait, I don't know what that, I've never heard of that. Is that on Netflix, or is that on HBO, or is that on YouTube? And you just go, play The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. You just tell it to play, playing The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I mean, you talk about fancy, you talk about the high life, you talk about easy.
I mean, that's
seconds.
There it is.
On a dime like this. Whatever it is that you want to watch, or somebody, you're right, if somebody talks about a certain movie, or the kids come over, right? Your grandkids come over for the holidays, and they want to watch, I don't know even what, you've got a little one at home.
They want to watch, play Tumbleleaf. This is really cute. This is for like toddler ages. This is something that Max watches all the time.
A lot of family There you go.
There it is.
2 seconds.
Yeah, you don't have to, you go, I've never heard of that. I don't know, where do you find, it doesn't matter. I mean, literally a child can use this. And look, remotes can be complicated, and you have 2 or 3 or 4 of them. One of the really cool things about this remote is, and this is the latest version. So this is the Amazon Fire Stick 4K. So it plays 4K content, right? So higher quality, higher resolution content. With this remote, see there's a power button here and volume buttons as well. So you can control the power and the volume on your television as well, which means you don't need your original TV remote to control those things.
Can I tell you, that's a big deal. You touched on something that I want to go back to.
Okay, let's do it.
Because so many times, even at my house, or at everybody's house, you go over, and there are 3 remote controls.
Yeah. What do you do?
How do you start?
What
do you do?
I don't know.
What do you do?
Ask
I mean,
whoever
my
lives there.
gosh,
I don't know
right? It's a puzzle.
Unless you live in that house, you don't know what to do, right?
Unless you live in that house.
And unless you live in that house,
and
you're
I'm
used
telling
to
you,
doing
this
it.
resonates with me because
Okay.
I've
Mom
been
and dad.
going through this with my aunt and my mom.
Yeah.
Like, and I am the technician.
Right.
All of a sudden.
Customer
And
support.
I'm not in the, and I'm not in the same house as they are in, so I am on the phone. Try to find the remote control with this button to make sure like they've got the right remote. All of that goes by the wayside. I mean, for that reason alone, you should get this. The fact that you can speak to this remote control and you can tell it you want country movies or westerns, or you want comedy, or you love this actor and you want to watch a movie with this actor, or you want to watch a football game, or you want to watch a channel. I want you to think about that. The amount of time that you save, the frustration that you now eliminate when you have this. Besides the fact that, as you mentioned, this is the newest, right? It's the 4K. So just like with other devices, like there's the good, better, best, or there's the older model versus the newer version, this is going to be your 4K version. On our website right now, one of these sells for $59.99. You can buy one for $59.99. I don't know why you would do that when you get a set of 2 for $49.99. I want you on the phone lines. Go to our website, hsn.com. These make for great gifts. I think about the televisions that you have. Most of you have more than one. I think about the college students. I used to be that poor, broke college student, but I wanted to be able to watch my content, right? But this has nothing to do with your economic level. It has to do with how do we navigate television now? And it's very different because a lot of what we're doing is we're watching some of the classic channels that we typically watch, but there's all sorts of streaming that so much. And I love that Amazon kind of organically puts it together and it brings that content together for us so that I don't have to go from trying to find my Netflix to my Hulu to my cable to my, it's kind of all together, and all I have to do is call it up.
That's right. It's kind of a concierge or a curator, if you will. Come on, let me show you guys some more stuff. So a couple things that I think are really cool. There's an area here for all free content. So we mentioned earlier, and in fact, we even have a still we can show you. There's an awful lot of apps to which an awful lot of you have subscriptions, and you can enjoy all of those, like here we go. We're going to show you the still right now. For example, Prime Video, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Food, Bally Sports, NBC, YouTube, Showtime, Sling, Stars, ESPN. All of the big apps are available here. And I don't even have time to get into the fact that you can do gaming and other, you can download the HSN app, you can download the QVC app, like all those things are available too. I really just kind of focus on movies and television, but there's a lot of other things you can do too. Anyway, I'm gonna go into this free area to show you, even if you don't have any subscriptions to anything at all, every single thing we see here is free. A lot of what you'll see will be kid stuff, because I do have a 4-year-old at my house, so I kind of curate it towards the stuff that we watch a lot. So The Ant Bully, or there's some good classic movies here. The Grass is Greener, Robin Hood, That Touch of Mink, Chicken Run, that's really funny. Dr. Dolittle, Max would love that. Jurassic Park, The Croods. Down here, I want to point something out. More and more, see, these are all free as well. Did you know CBS Sports Headquarters, free. Stadium, free. We were talking about sports earlier. A whole women's sports news and highlights, free. One of the things you're seeing more and more and more from the Fire TV, and with the content that's included, from the Fire TV stick, excuse me, it used to be all content that was streamed movies and television shows, so things that were pre-produced, if you will. There's a lot more live content. that's available now. So that means like live sports and live news especially. And that's been a big change with when you get the stick home. In fact, I'm gonna go back to our back here for a minute and I'll show you. So there's some of the apps, Netflix, QVC, Amazon Music. If you happen to have a Prime membership, you're gonna love that. Here's some of that live stuff. See with these, when it has the red square in the upper left-hand corner, it says live. ABC News Live, we could watch right now. Fox now, Fox Live now.
So I have a question for you.
Here's a guide. Yeah.
I was gonna, let me interrupt you for a moment.
Course.
Because,
not at all.
so let's say I have cable, right? And I have a cable box. But in my guest bedroom, where it's only when I have company, I don't want to rent a box, right? But I want to be able to access these other channels, these live channels. Is this an option for me?
I think it absolutely is an option for you.
Because I don't necessarily have to have cable or satellite. I could actually have this and maybe an antenna.
Perfect. That's all you need, and you'll never pay a single monthly
bill.
Fee. Yeah, there's no renting.
Right.
There's none of that.
Because that's what I'm going for.
That's
I'm
exactly
looking
right.
to see, okay, so with these, especially with these live channels that I now have, and then with the subscriptions that a lot of us have anyway, I get this and I get my antenna, I'm golden.
There's so much content available too. Here's a whole live, in fact, I'll just back out so you guys can see exactly what I went into here. This is a guide for what's live now on the Fire Stick.
Okay.
And this is all free content. You don't pay for any of this. So right now you could watch live Judy Justice. I think that's Judge Judy's new show. We would probably have a ball watching that together. Or The First 48, or Chicago Fire, or Leverage Redemption, or Modern Marvels, or Live Now from Fox, or The Score, or one of our friends here at HSN, the Susie Orman
Shout out to you, Susie
show.
Orman.
Hi,
I love Susie
I haven't
Orman.
seen her for ages.
I love her.
I hope you're doing
Do you
great.
know how thoughtful she is?
She's just a
Can I tell you a true
being.
story about her?
Yeah.
When Ian came, she sent me a text.
Did she?
To say, hey, are you okay?
So sweet.
So nice.
Yeah, she's always been so kind to me in the studio.
She didn't have to do that. She's so kind.
So we can watch her show right now.
Love
There
her,
she is.
love
right
her,
there.
love her, love her, love her. And she would tell us to save money.
Right, that's right. She would.
And so I want to go back full circle to what we're doing. Obviously, this is an hour of electronics. Because it's the holiday season, like other retailers, we've rolled out our Black Friday deal. This is one of our Black Friday deals, and this is one that I love because I use streaming at home myself, right? Like so many of you, I have televisions in every single room, and I just decided I didn't want to have a box in every single room. I'm just being honest with you.
Yep.
I just didn't. And so for me, I love these devices. Now, I don't own this one. However, I'm going to buy this tonight because I was just telling you about a personal experience that I've just been, it's been the last couple of weeks, my mom and my aunt trying to navigate the television. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking remote control that you can talk to. This is gonna be a game changer for them. It's gonna be a game changer for me because now when they wanna watch any channel,
that's right,
or any show, or any actress, or any actor, all they do is speak to the remote control. They don't have to call Marlo and say, how do I use this remote control? And if that's happening in your life like it's happening in my life, I hope that you're on the phone lines. We all love a bargain, we all love a value. One set sells for $59.99, you get two for $49.99. Over 12,000 have been ordered. Don't miss it, the price will go up to almost double, more than double actually. So this is while supplies last, $10 on a credit card. It's the most advanced that we've ever offered. Don't miss it, 825-255. That's a big chunk of our quantity. If you're on the phone lines and while it's top of mind, do it. Get the $10, let us send it to you. This is an incredible value. I wish we had more time.
It's fun. It's a fun product to present.
Yeah, and a game changer.
Yeah, I agree. My parents have it in their house. Most of my brothers and sisters have them on all their televisions.
I want it too because I like the idea of just speaking to the remote control.
So much easier.
Oh my gosh, you save so much time. You're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. None of that, right? You tell it and voila, it's there. All right, thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you, sweetie.
Same here. We do have some terrific